But no, I mean, I was surprised. I was surprised when I first moved here to Canada about 10 years ago. I was very much so surprised to find out that the credit application was something that was reserved for after the negotiations. Hell, it didn't even happen after a test drive. It happened after you negotiated a payment, then you pulled the credit. Darryl, what are your thoughts as far as, a credit first approach versus kind of a credit last approach for dealerships?
I think the credit first approach is definitely the way that we need to go, especially coming on the outside of this pandemic. There's going to be a lot of people who were impacted financially as a result of what happened in the market, and really, really good people who were just on the unfortunate side of, unfortunately, they had to close their shop, or people who've had
Absolutely.
great, great credit for a long term. And now have a little bit of a bruise. And it all depends on how businesses and companies report this downtime. Is there going to be a bit of a grace period per se, between March and June of this year for people who have maybe missed a payment or two, or is that going to have an impact? What is Equifax? What is TransUnion going to do? And how is this going to be reported? And how is this going to impact lenders? Is there the human side of that? So to Ken's point, I think that's a very valid point. In fact, my previous job was in a business where we did everything online. We delivered about 150 cars across Ontario every month, and it was all credit app online first. We find the car for you based on your credit, and it's not just people with bruised credit who take advantage of that. There's people that don't know where their credit is. They're afraid to go into a dealership and be laughed out. And salespeople don't necessarily do a good job of hiding their emotions after they spent 2 hours, 3 hours selling a car, usually at full pop if they've got bad credit. And
Oh, yeah.
then to find out when they go in the box that the credit is not good, right? And so it just creates an overall embarrassment, bad experience, and frustration on the salesperson part. We need to lead with credit app now. We need to let people feel comfortable, apply online as long as we have the security protocols in place so that their personal information is secure. But I think there's no doubt that that's where the future needs to be. And there's a benefit to the dealerships. You know how much data and information you can get if more people are applying that way? It's a win-win. Win.
Exactly.
So,